I'm watching Amazing Race. Wow.
When the show was on, so that would make sense.
Water vapor cleans my lungs. Yeah. And I have a dog. I'm really good at animals. I'm like an animal whisperer.
Do you get what I'm saying, John? It doesn't make sense.
Hey, mister. Can you help a girl out?
If the blondes were just like, ew, can you help me out? That'd be fine. Because we all know they're more like, can you help me out?
Ooh, snap.
Welcome to our Amazing Race Week 9 recap. Oh is what I have to say is, oh boy, we have a lot to talk about. But first, you know the deal. You can follow me over at Twitter. I'm at Reality Recaps.
Hey everybody, Comedy Jonah here. So excited to recap last night's exciting episode of Tar. You can follow me at Comedy Jonah.
Hey everybody, Dana here. So excited to talk about last night's Amazing Race episode. You can follow me on Twitter at dgoodyear1975.
Brilliant. We do have such a good show. Of course, I need to always let you guys know, thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel. It really helps support our shows. Plus, if you have any online shopping to do, use the Amazon link on our homepage. And most importantly, the best way you can support our show is to click on the Patreon ad on our homepage or right below this on the edited version of the show. It gives you exclusive videos, swag, a whole bunch of stuff, and it really helps support all of our shows. But speaking of our shows, right now this Amazing Race one's live, so comment below on YouTube. We will put your questions on the screen, talk about what you guys want us to talk about, and I have one more announcement. You're going to want to tune into the Survivor show on Thursday. I have a surprise for John that he doesn't know about, and I'm giving it to him live on the air. I'm giving it to him live on the air, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. See,
oh, yeah? Well, I'll have to...
mm-hmm. Oh,
it's so weird because I don't think of you like that. Ugh, I need a shower.
Well, everybody else thinks of us like that. So, but here in Survivor News,
you're my sister.
Yeah, right. We're sisters. In Survivor News, hopefully you guys can see this. I'll put it on the edited version. But just before we get to this week's, I have to say, John, did you see this Amazing Race news? James, our Chippendale, was brought on stage by Brittany.
Awesome.
It's not folk because the picture is so washed out.
No, we can see it. We can see it. I can tell it's James.
He posted it on his Facebook, and since
awesome.
We're Facebook real friends, I'm Facebook friends.
Right.
So I got to see it.
Friends.
But maybe not for long, since then I took the picture and posted it everywhere on social media. So he's probably not happy with that.
And you put the reality logo on it, reality recaps.
Right.
You're like, hey, we did that too.
And copyright infringement.
And copyright.
So, let us talk about this week's Amazing Race show because the teams are off to Switzerland and on their merry little way to the William Tell statue. Now, Brendan and Rachel kicking off this race first, and I have to say, right off the bat, all the other teams are talking shit about Brendan and Rachel and calling them the Brenchels. And again,
as was I.
Yeah.
They call themselves the Brenchels.
Exactly.
It's right on their shirt.
No, their shirt says Team
Listen,
No, it's Brenchels.
I started typing in the hashtag. I started typing in the hashtag, and Brenchels came up. Okay.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me, Dana? I've been defending them this whole time. Are you telling me the shirt that they're wearing says the Brenchels on it?
It doesn't say it says Brenchels. It says Brenchel apostrophe S, and then the dog is on there.
Yeah.
And then she called them the Brenchels.
Yeah.
Well, in their testimonial thing.
Maybe you were smoking your your crack stick, and you
Do you
forgot.
want me to smoke my crack stick? I have it right here. I moved it far enough away, but it's still in reach, so I wouldn't grab it without thinking.
Right.
But here's the thing. Apparently, I should not be mad. I've been yelling at everybody on Twitter, telling them their last name is not Brenchel, thus they're not the Brenchels. Because it really annoys me how the whole cast is saying this. But now it's on their shirt, I don't really know why I'm defending you so much.
But you understand what it means, right, Eric?
I understand that Brenchel is the combination of Brendan and Rachel.
Okay, good.
That's what I understand. But there's not a pair of Brendan and Rachels, which would then make them the Brenchels. They're just one unit, Brenchel singular, is what I'm saying. Okay.
Right. But I think because of all the pregnant talk, if they win the million, maybe people added the S. I mean, we don't know.
Well, that'd be disgusting if their kid got into their relationship, is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I don't think they should do that at all. At all.
No.
I don't know why I'm defending
Family
this
unit.
now.
It's a family unit.
But then let's say the baby's name was John. Their name would not then be Brenchel anymore.
What?
It would be John Brenchel or Breshanchel.
Joe Renchel. Joe Renchel.
Joe Renchel. Do you get what I'm saying, John? It doesn't make sense.
What would ours be? Uricon? E-R-O-N? Uron?
I think we should let people in the comments section figure it out. Let us know. Tweet us what John and Eric combo should be. Oh, here, I'll even make it worth your while. Best person wins some swag. So the one that we like the best will get, I think we have pens and shirts and some other
Totes.
stuff. So best one. No more totes. Totes are gone.
Totes are gone.
Totes to goats. Right. So now, what do you think, though? Because here's an interesting point, because Dana's saying they were even saying it on the confessional. I kind of felt like this episode, one of two things were happening. Either one, every team is obsessed with Brenchel and won't stop talking about them, or production is telling them to talk about them. Because it just seemed like nobody would shut up about not liking them. Like, I hate people too, but I don't walk around talking about it every 5 seconds. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, Connor and Old Man team, I mean, come on. I'm just tired of it. You turned an old man. Burp, burp, burp. Who cares? Shut up. Just whining. Even I was like, get over it, okay? I had enough. It's a race.
STFU, Connor and Dave.
Oh, please, Connor and Dave. Speaking of hashtags, how did you like that the Blondes hashtag was accidental alliance?
I love it. I love the blondes. Loving them.
Yeah, I tweeted out that their hashtag should have been accidentally cast because
Still in a race for $1 million.
Yeah, they are, and
Still there.
Not for long. Well, we'll get there because everyone knows I'm angry about it.
Still there.
Still there, saved like for a third time.
It's still there. They're still there. So.
And
they're like cats.
Saved, oh, I wish I had Jessica Elise around here that I could text her. I would like to know how many times they were saved on their first season. Because these two have probably
That's a really good point, actually.
They've had a 1 in 20 chance at $1 million and then got like 6 saves or 5 or 4. Or who the hell cares after 1? And yet you walk around your little Twitter all holier than thou, like, we're good racers. No, you suck shit is what you do. And
they're still in it. They have to be good.
They are being carried along by everybody.
Then carry
on a leash
me.
and they're being dragged by every team.
I would be on a leash for $1 million. That's fine. Drag me, carry me. I don't care. Come on, $1 million, baby.
I will say to their credit, the other teams are letting them get away with it. Like Leo and Jamal helping them on the roadblock, which we'll get to. I think I tweeted to them last night as well and said, hey, Leo and Jamal of season 24, Leo and Jamal of season 23 hate your gameplay. Because they do.
I
don't know what you're doing.
Well, the girls are good, but I mean, they couldn't even get their milk jugs held, so.
Well, as we learned in an earlier episode, though, they're pretty good at blowing.
Which is what they're still in the race. They're good.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much.
I mean, they're using their feminine wilds. I would use my masculine, feminine wild.
Blonde highlights. There's something.
Now, do you listen here, little boy?
Just kidding.
Now you just sound like Cameron on What's It show when you do that.
Who's Cameron? What are you talking about?
Modern Family.
Sounds weird.
Focus. Let's focus. Let's focus on William Tell.
Bring it back.
We need to get back to William Tell.
Back.
Okay. So Brendan and Rachel make it on the train first. All the other teams catch up, and then they have a big shit-talking Brenchel party where, Connor tried to do the Amazing Race supposed to be good and fun, and he did it horribly. He failed it. That's one of my most favorite Rachel quotes ever. And I have to say, we've also been saying Brendan and Rachel were going to be getting a really bad edit. I don't feel like they're getting that bad of an edit. I don't.
I mean, yeah, now they're saying it. It's a race. We're this and that. You know what, Brenchels? Hang in there because bad press is good press as long as they keep talking about you, right?
Well, they're getting good press is my point.
Yeah.
Like, I really thought they were going to get a horrible, horrible edit like their first season, but they're not. But then again, their first season was coming off of when everybody hated Rachel, and now everybody loves Rachel on CBS, so it would make more sense that Rachel's getting, and Brendan and Rachel getting a more positive edit, which I'm thrilled for. I think they deserve a more, positive edit. I'm more shocked at the edit the other people are getting, knowing who wins pretty much at this point. I'm just going to solidify that I'm officially saying I know who wins. That's what I'm saying.
I know, you're the oracle. So,
I will boot you from this show. Go ahead. So, on the train, everybody shit talking the Brenchels.
Yes. So then they had to go to the bridge, to the old bridge.
To the bridge?
To get the next clue, the old bridge.
No. Well, first they have to make it to the William Tell thing, don't they?
That's right.
They have to make it to the William Tell, which was the equalizer, which is the first little manipulation that I don't like that they do. Like, when you're ahead, you should get to go ahead. Not everybody stops so we can catch up. But I guess they don't like when Brendan and Rachel are in first, so they have to put in a little equalizer. Anywho, let's move over to Rockstar Rehab, the first challenge of the episode, where there was the trashed hotel room, and they had to get in their little maid outfits with Helga.
So we learned so much. I didn't know that Rachel was a maid for 4 years. Did you know that?
I don't believe they said she was a maid. I think they said she lived in Vegas. She was a cocktail waitress, so I just think that they're saying...
Brendan said Rachel was a maid for 4 years on the episode because she knew how to tuck the corners in the bed.
Okay, I must have been tweeting.
Because I tweeted it out because that's a great way for me to do my notes.
I didn't hear that either.
You didn't? No.
No, I think you might be wrong, but okay. Let us know.
Someone replied to my tweet, Stephen, whom I love, said, when you find your calling, you should stick to it.
Stephen, you little dick.
You little gay. Little witty little gay.
I liked how there was Helga, who was like the Nazi, no pun intended, of this challenge. And how everybody had to be so strict about everything, but Rachel was allowed to wear the uniform with her big green tights when everybody else's uniform had to be like...
Or the fanny pack thing? Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody, all the other teams had to have their outfits be like perfect to spec, but
I think she showed her maid card, her expired maid card, and went, Helga, I'm part of the union in the U.S. She said, okay, Helga, let me wear my fanny pack. I need it.
See, now, I have to say, John, I don't feel I would be a good asset to you, as we have discussed, if we ever did the race together. However, if this was a challenge when we were racing together, I would have nailed it. The combination of my 5-star hotel experiences and my obsessive compulsive disorder always make me know exactly where everything has to be in a hotel room, and I would have nailed it.
No, you would still be there if you were in the race and taping's over.
I'd still be there.
You wouldn't.
Well, then, if that's how it's gonna be, I mean, I'm just saying I would have checked the toilet paper first. I would have known to, like, check to make sure, like, it was toilet paper folded over. Did it have a triangle? Was it embossed? Are the lights on? I would have nailed that. Yeah.
Is the fruit? What about the fruit?
Oh, I know where to put my fruit. I'll
you know where to put your fruit.
Mm-hmm. I do.
But there's a big pit in that fruit. Okay.
There is. Now, how did Brendan and Rachel, it was just missing, just not making it to William Tell in time, because they went from first and then they bumped all the way to the back of the pack in the traveling to this rock star.
Well, they went to the William statue, whatever, and then when they took off, they were trying to pretend they were getting lost to kind of see if the other teams maybe would follow, and they ended up actually getting lost, and they were last to the bridge, which gave them the clue to go to the hotel. Yeah, they went to the wrong bridge.
Oh, see, I really did miss that. So they really were trying to.
Who am I? Who am I, Dana? I'm watching Amazing Race.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm watching a show. I got to do a live recap tomorrow. Attention to detail.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me, it's very hard to take a whole entire page of notes and watch the show and live tweet all at the same time.
And still not follow. Oh, okay. I'll give you that.
I know your pain. I understand, Eric.
It's okay.
I'm here.
John doesn't like to live tweet.
Good thing I'm here.
Fans during the show.
See, look, 2 pages of note.
Good thing I'm here.
Big brother.
You're welcome, guys. I'm here.
Where are your notes, John? Maybe this is your lesson not to call anybody out in the future.
I don't use paper. Paper is so 1984. I have a smartphone.
Oh, okay. Well, I still didn't see it. So, what did we think of the big drill moving along now? Did you know that it was a drill?
Oh, yeah, I did.
You did know?
I did. Well, we have a similar drill called Bertha here in Seattle that's drilling a hole for our light rail. So I actually did know what it was.
What's a light rail?
What's a light rail? It's like it's a rail, like a train with a lot of windows, so the light gets in. So
it's like a metal train, right?
But there is no light in Seattle, so
there is light. Yeah, with light. Just doesn't come from the sky.
Just means that it's fast, Derek. Just means that it's fast.
Doesn't come from the sky. The light is from electricity from the tracks. So it's like lightning.
But why does it need a drill? It's underground. The Seattle light train.
Mm-hmm. Goes up and down and through the woods.
Oh boy, let me just cross Seattle off my bucket list as if it wasn't already. Okay, so I thought again, these teams know that they are like 3 episodes or 3 legs of the race away from it being over. Why they are helping each other, let alone the blondes at this point, makes no sense to me. Like the fact that Dave and Connor are like, yup, it's a drill, and Leo and Joel are like, what is it? It's a drill. Oh yeah, it's a drill.
No.
Hey blondes, it's a drill. What are you people doing?
Hey Rachel, what do you think it is? It's a wheel. It's a train.
I see their point.
Is it a train?
Mm-hmm.
The airplane? Airplane.
What do you see, Dana?
I see their point. Okay, I see the strategic point of helping the blondes because they're stupid, right? So get them to the Final Four and leave them in your dust because they're never going to catch up to you. Because you don't want like an Afghanimal beside you because they're good. You don't want a Brenchel beside you because they can get shit done. You want the weaker teams with you so you can kick their ass, no?
No, I agree. I didn't think of that aspect, and probably because they're not saying that is why I probably didn't think it, but that's a very good point. It's probably a very Big Brother Survivor strategy of bring the weaker team along. But in Amazing Race, there is no real guarantee, so I don't know if I would risk that. You know what I'm saying?
It's annoying to watch, but I see the reasoning. It's annoying to see it, but
yeah, I'm just saying. Well, you guys comment below and let us know what you think about it. I think it's a little too risky for Amazing Race. Whereas a Big Brother and a Survivor, you know you're going to have some hardcore physical challenges that they probably won't be able to do. But on Amazing Race, it could literally be just like walk around the building with a piece of paper, and then you just help them, and then they got ahead. Maybe you're not good at math, is what I'm saying.
Right, but I mean, even in Big Brother,
driving to wherever they got to go.
True.
In Big Brother, it can be the same thing. I mean, it is a risk, but you can take it. Because look, I mean, those milk jugs were like, what, 30 pounds each, he said? What, little Connor?
Oh, yeah, he's like, my arms are burning. My arms are burning. I wish your face was burning, Mustang.
Weren't those dogs cute, though? Oh, they were so cute.
They were so cute.
You know what I was wondering? I was wondering if dogs in other countries have an accent when they bark.
Oh, that's a funny joke from like.
I was trying to ask my dog Molly. Is her name?
I thought about it for a minute. I was like, oh, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Well, but that brings up a really good point because didn't Dave and Connor on this episode didn't they say something like it must be really hard to learn the alphabet in this language or something? Yeah. Like they said something like that on this episode, and I just thought no, it wouldn't because they grew up in that country.
Well, it's kind of like when people with accents sing English songs and all of a sudden the accent goes away.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You guys are going to have to comment below and let us know why that is. And I'm still annoyed that freaking everybody's helping everybody else. But we're now moving over to the Ford Center where they have to figure out which Ford Mustang is theirs based on the big signs all around the building. And here's the thing, because these are all all-stars, so they are all aware that when Ford is being presented to you for something on a leg of a race, it means the prize at the end is a Ford.
Right.
So knowing that fact, I do not again understand, Leo and Jamal, why you went back to help the blondes figure out how to add 2 + 2 on their little freaking card, okay? Like, you should have you want first this leg is what I'm saying. You want a car.
I think the reason they're helping them so much in this episode is because they hate the Brenchels, okay? They would rather have the blondes than the Brenchels. And I agree with Dana with that. And, you know, they're going to help them in any way they can. I was just shocked that, as soon as we got to the milk jug challenge, it was like, you're all by yourself kind of thing. When that's when they really needed dear men. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that challenge because that was the kind of last roadblock of the episode. There really wasn't a detour. And the roadblock was called Don't Cry Over Spilled Milk. You had to pick out the cute little friendly dog, walk up the mountain, then take the thing that I would never go on in a million years.
Me, I would.
Gondola? Hell no.
Yeah, the little ski
Flying death trap? No, thank you.
Yeah. You have to take that to the top, get your jugs of milk, which they didn't even bother showing us. They didn't even bother showing us the filling of the jugs of milk. We just let the people get out with the empty ones and then back in with the full ones. We're not even.
We didn't see a lot of stuff. We didn't even see one of the blondes slip when she's like, "Oh," and then I ate it, and all of a sudden she's laying there. It's like, why can't we see her fall? Isn't watching people fall funny? I know it's horrible, but it is funny.
It is his.
Yeah, she was okay. Show her fall.
She was fine. She didn't break her butt or anything else.
I mean, they might.
You never know. That can come back to haunt you.
I know.
Well, it's funny to me, and, allegedly funny to me. When production likes you, they'll protect you, and when they don't, they won't. Because I think back to, like, a Brendan and a Rachel falling. We got that, like, 3 times on a loop. Or or Vanessa. Remember when it was, like, Vanessa versus Rachel? She fell, like, off her bike and smashed her face in the ground. They showed that. Like, they always show the falls, yet all of a sudden, the blonde takes a fall and we don't get to see it. No, not a fan.
Or when you release the footage of the race for Reality Rally and we see Helen fall face first on the bull.
Oh, we're going to see it in slow motion. We're going to see it fast forward. We're going to see it rewound and forward again. By the way, thank you for mentioning that, John, because I do want to let everybody know that is going to, for really real, I apologize. I didn't realize how long it was going to take. Yeah. It will be done by Wednesday night because I want to finish this show out, get it edited up, and then I have all day Tuesday and Wednesday to get that done along with our Bravo blogs. My audio blogs and your blogs. So whatever. It'll be out by Wednesday. Trust me, it's worth the wait. It's not like our other ones where it's just John and I live streaming. No. It's a mashup. It's a video. It's like olden days Eric videos that you guys have all been asking for. So it's not live. It's edited. It has all the bells and whistles. You're going to love it. And all of your favorite All-Stars, the Big Brother people are in it. And it's all about John. And, then I have to be nasty because I'm not really in it. But don't worry. I make myself in it.
Yeah.
Why do I look so blue? I literally look like I'm dying. I look like my lips are blue, frozen. There is something wrong with the coloring of this camera.
Well, your camera finally matches your heart. Blue. Icy blue.
Well, that could be true. Right. It probably is true. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this don't cry over spilled milk where, like you say, we see our race fail. We see our blonde 1 or blonde 2, who the hell cares, take a fall, and then they can't do the challenge. We didn't even focus on them not being able to do the challenge. There was like no drama of, oh my God, which team's going to come in last, which is always my dead tip off that it's a non-elimination leg. Whenever they don't focus on who's going to come in last, it seems to always be a non-elimination leg. So it was the race to the top of the mountain. All the teams have to get up there. Of course, they all catch back up on the gondola. Where's Phil on the mat? And here's the next part where I call bull-shunky. And I want to see what you two think. What was it? So all the teams, and when I say all the teams, I mean Leo and Jamal, Dave and Connor, and the Cowboys are all in this gondola together. When it gets to the top, Phil's going to be there. But it's not. They're in this building. They have to find the way out of the building. Dave and Connor were in the back of the pack. So the Cowboys and Leo and Jamal were ahead of them, got on the elevator ahead of them, yet somehow Dave and Connor came out first to check in first. What was that about? They got
on the wrong elevator, and they had to take one more thing up because they weren't all the way up yet. Old Dad Weather, Dave said, we still need to go up higher.
I'm talking about after that. That was before, when they all caught up on the gondola. They finally made it to the top, and now they have to run to find Phil, but they were in a building. They thought they were going to come out on a mountain. They didn't. They came out in that building, and they were like, where do we go? Where do we go? Where's Phil? Where do we go? The Cowboys and Leo and Jamal got in the elevator to be let out in front of him first. Leo and Jamal were just wandering. I mean, Dave and Connor were just wandering around. And then
they were running around.
I don't know. It seems fishy. I didn't like it. Don't like it. Well, they came in first. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Dave and Connor came in first. I don't even need to look at the notes. Dave and Connor came in first. Cowboys came in second. Leo and Jamal came in third. What?
Afghanimals.
Right. Afghanimals came in third. Brendan and Rachel came in fourth. And Blonde 1 and 2 were not eliminated. Again.
How many non-elimination races are there in a season? I was shocked.
As many as they need to save your good ladies that are still there because they're so strong and talented, and that's why they're still there. Not all because they've been saved every time by a non-elimination leg or people do the task for them.
They are flirting with the right people. And good for you, ladies. Good for you.
Well,
Use
ladies,
your wild.
maybe if you would do a little bit more in your real life, you'd have an actual music career.
Well, they can. Well, they can because they're able to take the time off to do the race. So.
Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. Didn't think of that.
Gotcha.
It's a good point. So, was there any challenges this episode of the race that you feel like you would have done really good at or really bad at? You guys comment and let us know below. I'll throw it to you first, John.
I would have been really good at the milk jugs.
Why would you have been really good at the milk jug?
Because I'm great at handling milk jugs.
And because the dogs, and you have a dog?
And I have a dog. I'm really good at animals. I'm like an animal whisperer.
Okay.
Kiss me. I'm an animal whisperer. An animal whisperer.
Did you just say kiss me? I'm an animal whisperer?
See, you're not an animal, so you didn't hear me.
Okay. Good bit. Dana?
I would have sucked at the dogs because I'm not strong enough. I would have had a hard time with the hotel room just because my brain doesn't function when it's messy. So I'd have to get that out of the way before I could do put everything where it should be, but my brain would shut off completely the minute I walked into that room and saw disaster. I can't function in that kind of environment at all.
Interesting.
It would take me a while to get my head together.
Oh, see, I could have just moved.
And I wouldn't get on that gondola either.
I could have just moved the pizza box and took a nap. Doesn't phase me back.
Okay, and now we have some people commenting in our chat room on our website, and they are backing you up, Dana, and saying college girl Ms. says there, meaning Brendan and Rachel, their shirt says Brenchel's back, and they jokingly refer to themselves as the Brenchels since the other teams do it. So, +1 for you on that. But, wait, update. Now, Melissa is saying, actually, Brendan said that Rachel should know all about Vegas hospitality and thus should know how a hotel room should be presented. Oh, so what I said, John.
I heard maid.
Maybe you should be not so quick
4 years
to
of
people
being a
down
maid.
on the show.
4 years of being a maid. I'm not saying maids are great. I hire them all the time. I heard maid.
Oh, we don't have a problem with what you heard. We had a problem with you telling us we were wrong.
I heard maid.
Yeah.
It's out there.
Maybe you should pay
It's out
attention.
there. Okay, I did.
Okay, well, that's probably why you lost some followers. They were like, what show are you watching?
Actually, I gained some.
Okay, let's see what Connie is saying, which I haven't.
Hi, Connie.
I have read this. Just so that you guys know, we totally love and appreciate you commenting in the room. If you want me to put them up on the screen, comment on our YouTube page by just clicking the video, and it'll bring you to our YouTube page, and then we can pull them up on the screen. Okay, so Connie is saying, all I have to say is I was disappointed that Brenchel didn't just lose last night and fall off my TV screen forever. I know you all like them, but I just can't do it. I can't make myself like Rachel at all. I met her and Brendan before Brendan was very nice. And Rachel, I don't need to read all this. You guys got the point. She doesn't like Brendan and Rachel and wishes they would just fall off their screen. Well, that's okay, Connie. We welcome everyone to watch our show. You don't have to like them just because we like them. I mean, it makes you wrong.
Just have to like us.
You just have to like us, Connie. That's all we care about.
I'm Connie. I heart Connie. Follow me, Connie. Love you.
Follow Dana. I think editing has a lot to do with the way teams are perceived, and
well, I have an update. So I've got Stacia Pileggi on Twitter saying, "Comedy Jonah, I find them, the blondes, so irritating irritatingly smart, using their sexuality to their advantage. Thank you, Stacia. On my side, point for Comedy Jonah. Father and son have to go. Annoying hypocrites. Ooh, snap, Stacia.
Okay, what's her name, Stacia? Oh, since we have a woman on the show, we should probably direct to Dana to answer this.
Here, Dana, don't mind.
I feel like Stacia is setting women back a few steps by saying the only thing they should rely on is their sexuality to get ahead. But whatever. What do you think about it?
Just do anything.
I think relying on it solely as a way to get through the race, I think that's just stupid. Like, if you can't run a leg by yourself, I think you need to not be there. Like, come on.
Yeah,
like,
but Dana, if you're in
we burned our bra for a reason. Like, come on. Like, you don't need a man.
You burned your bra, but then you turn around and put it back on too, right? So, I mean, if you can't do those milk jugs, can't you be like, hey, Mr. Sister, hey, Mister, can you help a girl out? Come on.
Well, you're going on the race. You work out. Like, if I was going to go on the race, I would learn to swim. I would learn to drive a stick. I would, like...
You got a lot to do.
Yeah. The problem...
That's a big list.
I don't know. I'd see a psychiatrist so I could get off my... You know, I'd have a lot of work to do before I got on the race.
Gotta get over my agoraphobia. Gotta get over my...
Yeah, see...
Because I gotta be able to leave the house to go on an amazing race.
Are you talking about me or... Because now I don't know if we switched. And the problem is, John, if the blondes were just like, ooh, can you help me out? That'd be fine. Because we all know they're more like, can you help me out?
Is that a new way that you're smoking something? I don't know what you're doing.
No, I don't know what I was doing. You can figure it out.
Honey,
if you want to bring up Twitter, I will bring up the
bring it up again.
Hundreds of tweets of people saying, hopefully it's the last time they're saved. And that was by one, it's not going to show up. Natalie Anderson.
I see
Natalie Twinney. The Twinney is also not a fan of the blondes. Well, neither is any of the cast, so that doesn't really matter.
Well, they don't have a lot of fans either, so.
I am just saying I have an entire scrolling page.
I just see white. I saw Dana's picture. That's all I saw. It's all white. I'll take your word for it, though.
What?
I said I saw your picture. That was all I could see.
My picture?
I don't know what John's talking about. My point is,
Eric's like, oh, look at all my stuff. Look at all. It's all white. We couldn't see anything.
And what I'm telling you is,
we'll take your word for it.
People favoriting the anti-blondes tweets. Just go to my timeline, everybody, and look at it. There's tons of
ones favoriting mine.
Well, maybe if you weren't so mean, then that wouldn't happen. Maybe if you're a little more friendly. Maybe if there weren't horns behind your smile. Careful, your fangs are showing.
Here, let me take a toke and let me think about it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't done it all show. Right. So I also think that is a good point. Speaking of your question, John, all of you should know at any point, if you also want your questions on the screen, just hashtag YRRLive in your tweet, and then we can pull them up on the screen as well. So if you don't want to do it on YouTube, that's another way for you to do it. And of course, all the directions are on our /live show page, realityrecaps.com/live show. We'll let you know how to ask questions directly on. So let's see. Connie is saying, Connie, who I believe, was that the one who did? Yeah. So the one that did not like Brendan and Rachel is saying, John, she does agree with you. She also heard Rachel say she was a maid for 4 years.
Thank you, Connie. Mwah. I love you.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to side with Dana and Melissa on this one, Connie. Sorry.
Yeah, I watched it twice. I watched it just an hour ago. I didn't hear it.
Yeah,
so.
you should pay attention. So.
Well, here is CB, who says he did say 4 years for Rachel. I watched it again. I wasn't sure I heard it right last night. Okay, well, everybody seems to...
CB, thanks for backing me up.
Melissa, you quoted, and you're a writer, and you directly quoted, Melissa. You put a quote. You know what quotes mean.
This needs to be her blog. She needs to have this photographed and in her blog.
I'm gonna have to have Melissa's blogs fact checked from now on.
I think you're gonna have to do a report review on Melissa, and someone's getting a minus.
I'm gonna schedule her employee review right after this.
Of course, we are kidding, Melissa. We love you, but really, if you know that these people are wrong, Melissa, let us know. Put that in your blog. Well, no, see, it goes back and forth. Our chat room is literally people going back and forth saying, she said it, she didn't say it. She said it, she didn't say it. Now College Girl Miz is saying, watch it back, and Brendan didn't say it. So, we don't know. We don't know.
I think on the West Coast he said it, on the East Coast he didn't. You know, that's what it sounds like.
Are you watching two different shows?
Yeah. Maybe Brent'll watch the East Coast feed, got pissed off, and had it pulled before the time it aired on the West Coast. I was not a maid, Brennan!
Brennan!
Yeah, so let's wrap it up by talking about the previews for next week.
So, you know what? I think... Company picnic, go. So I think, having the Brenchels not being very liked, there's a U-turn coming up. Burp, burp, burp. This is why you don't want to go against the whole cast. Brenchels.
I can't say anything. I could say a lot right now. I could just ruin the whole next episode, everyone, but I won't. That's not what I thought you were going to talk about, John. What did you post a video of on Facebook today?
Of nothing?
Are you really trying to act like the video of the sport that you said you'd be willing to watch and participate in has nothing to do with the Amazing Race?
Nothing. I posted
just randomly pulled that out of nowhere.
Why don't you look at the timestamp on Facebook where I tagged my partner?
It was yesterday.
It was Thank you, Dana.
Well, yesterday when the show was on, so that would make sense.
Water vapor cleans my lungs. Yeah. Well, you're doing real good there.
Of course you would have posted it yesterday, you fool. That's when the show was on.
It was hours before the show was on.
Yeah, it was before you would have seen it.
Sorry, I don't stalk your
I'm finding
Facebook.
it here.
Anyway.
But you don't even look at the time. It was hours before the show was on.
Everybody watching, do you look at the timestamps of people's Facebook statuses?
You should. When you call people out, you should. Huh?
21 hours ago.
Okay, 4 years.
21 hours ago. So 24 hours ago would have been 3:48.
How would I even... 3:48. Eric?
Okay, I thought that was a good pop culture reference.
So it would have been like 12:48.
Yeah, so there you go.
What is this?
Another failed joke. Another failed.
Okay, so my point is, can we have a company picnic where we do that thing from the previews where they're all in the balls?
Can I show
you? A lot of aggression I need to get out on you, John. I want you in one of those balls because I will get you in a corner, and every time you try and stand up, I will just ram your ass back down. And I don't mean it in an way. I mean
I show it?
Boot way. Sure, go ahead. How would you show it? You have it?
Yeah.
Oh, that might be too low.
Can you see?
It's not playing. Oh, that's John's photo.
Oh my God, it's a video. Can't you see it moving?
That's a video. Well, I think people know.
It's just a vapor. It's cleaning my lungs.
They're playing football in big giant balls.
Forget about the whole football aspect. For those of you that don't know, next week, everybody gets into a big-ass beach ball, but somehow your legs get to stick out, and then you just get to bumper people, like people cars, bumper people, whatever. Point is, Rachel is going down. It is 5-4 against...
I'm texting your partner to call 911. There's something wrong with you. You're not speaking correctly. I think you're about to have a stroke.
Blue.
You're blue.
The hell is in that vapor thing you're smoking?
I'm worried about
There's nothing wrong with this vapor thing. No, it's my camera. Because look, if I go like this and I put some
You're holding up things going, look at the hundreds of followers. And
Look, now my lips are a normal color. Now they're actually red because I'm shining a big spotlight on me. But then when I take it away, it like turns blue. It's something with the camera at the moment.
Well, maybe it's
anyway, we need to wrap our show up. Do you think people care about this? Because I do. But we still need to wrap up our show. So I'm going to throw it to you, John. Any final thoughts?
Take care of yourself.
Okay. Well, then do your outro.
Please take care of yourself.
You're drinking at work, John.
I didn't have it all show.
I know. Eric's smoking and I'm drinking.
You don't even see it now.
Kahlua is really coffee. So.
Okay, there you go. Oh, yeah. Go ahead,
my
John.
goodness. Hey, everyone. Always fun to recap Amazing Race. Follow me at Comedy Jonah.
And when you follow him, don't worry, he'll just tweet out stuff that could be true or not. We won't know. Go ahead, Dana.
Oh, thanks for coming to the... I can't even talk now. Tar recap with us. You can follow me at dgoodyear1975, and you can read my blogs at yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan.
Perfect. And of course, you guys know we have so much stuff coming up for you this week. Tomorrow, we'll have John's RuPaul's vlog, as well as his housewife vlogs. He'll be all caught up from us being away. I'm going to be reading the blogs of the Real Housewives of New York and the OC for you tomorrow and Wednesday. Of course, we're live tweeting during those shows and Survivor. And then we're back for our Survivor show on Thursday, live 3 p.m. Eastern, where I will have a surprise live for John that he will not be prepared for. So you all will want to tune in for that. And of course, the edited race footage, fingers crossed, I promise, hopefully by Wednesday night is the goal. And that's what I have to say about that. Of course, check out our Patreon, thumbs up and subscribe. Follow John, follow Dana on Twitter, Melissa. Read Melissa's blogs, too. If you guys love this and you don't want to watch, check out Melissa's blogs because they're really
the pictures alone just are hilarious.
They're good. They are all good. So check out all of our stuff, and we will see you guys all, I guess, for me tonight, on Twitter during what the hell is it? OC. Great. Bye, everybody.